finish with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Mayfield. Off to Geis on the screen. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On 1st down, this is Geis. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
59, Mark, 59, Mark. Check, 59. All right, here we go. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Donaldson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here we go.
On first down, Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's Geis on the counter. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 7, Patriots 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about already.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots, nothing.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Point it right. You're not ready. 552. Check.
Mayfield down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On first down, Donaldson. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 22 yards, and the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slot, watch the slot, watch the slot. Check forward, check forward. That's it. Motion out the backboard, motion out the backboard.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Samson Abukum in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd down.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
Steelers, 45-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run on first down. Donaldson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Wentz to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Formation for the Patriots.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing, Mayfield. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mayfield going top shelf for Smith-Schuster and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield eluding the pressure right, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard pressure in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taking it about the 36. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 43 yards. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a give, right side. Donaldson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Steelers 28, Patriots 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
13.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 4 yards to go.
New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
He's crossing. He's checking play.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day, dog. 48 mark.
Geis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
2-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now 3rd and 5.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. A quick toss outright, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The toss right to Geis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Steelers 35, Patriots 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats spots at the line ready to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. Hours of practice that have gone into a great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And my goodness, another.